Good morning and welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates. Now, as we continue our conversations, I know that you are all aware of that famous Shark Tank show that you usually see on television where people will pitch their business ideas in the hope to get that necessary funding to execute it. And thankfully, we have that right here with a sprinkle of Tobago nuances. So we will be discussing the Tobago Creative Tank, which is a business pitch competition actually designed to provide participants with a strategic marketing platform to practice and showcase their business pitches. Now, this event aims at enhancing participants' business visibility and offering valuable feedback from an experienced panel of business professionals. We are joined here this morning by Miss Kaffye, the Recoveries Officer. Special morning to you. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm fine. And you?
I'm fine. I'm excited to have you here because I always saw the videos of this competition online posted from the BDU page. So it's exciting that I'm here to finally have that conversation with you so you can find out more about the Tobago Creative Tank. Now, I gave a little introduction about what it is, but in your perspective, from your perspective, what is the Tobago Creative Tank?
Well, simply put, it allows participants to have that visibility. It allows them to practice their pitches, their business pitches, and allows maybe potential investors to buy into those businesses.
Okay, interesting. And when it comes to business pitching, it's not just limited to business owners. I think as young people, when we are trying to execute projects, we need to know how to pitch an idea. Sometimes the simplest thing of how you present your idea or your project, it really is a determining factor whether or not you will get that support that you need. What was the inspiration behind, equipping people with the necessary skills to pitch an idea?
Okay, so this year, our creative tank is a bit different. So we decided to target young entrepreneurs.
Okay.
And when I say young entrepreneurs, I'm talking about the ages between 15 to 25 years old. So what we hope to do is that we would want to foster a culture of youth entrepreneurship in Tobago. A lot of times youths are made to believe that they have this 8 to 5 job or 9 to 5 job waiting on them. We do not want to do that. What we want to do is we want to allow them to become self-sufficient and also allow them to know that they could be entrepreneurs and successful ones at that.
Excellent. So give us a bit insight into last year's competition. I think I would have recognized some very prominent businesses such as All Things Tobago and JT Salt Light. Tell us a bit more about last year's competition.
So last year's competition was really exciting. The winners, what they would have done is that they have gone on to be more successful at their businesses and even reaching the point of being at career, which is the testing, product testing, and all of that within their businesses. So they become more confident because of the competition and also, by extension, reaching international markets.
Yeah, that's amazing. And as you mentioned international markets, what are some of the sectors the TCT caters to?
So some of the sectors will be agriculture, and that is inclusive of fishing. We also have the creatives, and the creative industries will be industries such as performing arts, visual arts, jewelry making, and the like. So those are the creatives. We also have food and beverage. We have technology and services.
Okay, and was there a specific reason why these sectors were chosen? Because they seem to be very, not only specific, but they are sectors that are, I would like to say, popular. They are trending. They are sectors that we want to pay more attention to, especially youth in agriculture. Were these sectors chosen for a specific reason?
Mainly because we wanted to capture and showcase these youth-led sectors. Also, what it intends to do is that because of this, we want to aspire or direct these young ones to those sectors, those specific sectors.
Okay,
so
great.
That was the rationale behind it.
Lovely, I appreciate that. So let's get a bit visual now. Can you give our viewers and listeners just that breakdown of how the competition is going to roll out?
Okay, so what we do is that we would have offered participants the option of going to our Facebook page and uploading a 3-minute video.
Okay.
So the 3-minute video will let let the public know about their businesses.
Okay.
So it's a 3-minute video. You upload the video, you fill out the Google form, and what we would do is that from that listing, we would choose 18 participants.
Okay, great.
Right? So from the 18 participants, then we would bring it down to 8 finalists that would be moving forward to the actual competition.
Okay, great. So the competition, is it going to be similar to what we see on Shark Tank? It's kind of scary. You walk into this room, you see some of these prominent business owners, they're sitting here and they're listening to your business idea. Is it going to be somewhat mirrored like that?
It's similar. It's similar. They will be getting feedback, of course, from an experienced panel of business professionals. And it's similar, but it's nothing to be scared about. We talk about youth, and we really want them to come out. We really want them to pitch their businesses, because a lot of times we hear about businesses, someone might come in and say, oh, I love your outfit. And then when we ask, who made this? And we say, well, this person did this. Where is he? So the business is not visible. So this event allows persons and allows young entrepreneurs to really showcase their businesses.
Okay, that's great. Because when you think about young people, we are innovative, we are creative, we bring those fresh ideas and fresh perspectives. But oftentimes we feel like if we don't have the support or initiatives such as this one to really push our agenda and push us into the rooms that we should be in, we just sometimes give up. And when you think about pitching an idea, people think that when you have a business, you could just say, well, this is my business, fund me. But pitching an idea is more of a craft. You have to be very strategic with what you are saying. You have to be very intentional with what you are saying. You have to be very real and raw. You can't stand there and make up stories. So it's interesting that we have this competition to really hone our young entrepreneurs. So for people who would like to get more information about this TCT, how can they find you all?
Well, they can go onto our social media pages. It's Business Development Unit. You can type that in on your Facebook or Instagram pages, and the form is there. Everything is there. We want young persons to come out. We have also engaged organizations such as the JCI, which is the Junior Chamber International. We've also engaged the community-based groups, the NGOs, and also some school entrepreneurship clubs.
Nice.
So these are where the young persons are, and therefore we have targeted these organizations so that we want the young persons to come out. We want to know about their businesses.
Okay, so and for the competition, is it just a first place type prize, or you have like first, second, third?
Good
What
question. So what we have the most engaging, and that's $10,000.
Okay.
We have the most innovative, that's $15,000.
Okay.
We also have the People's Choice Award. So come out, young persons. We really want you out there. We want you to come there, cash and prizes. Apply, register. We really want to see the faces of our young entrepreneurs.
Okay, so it's still open as we
It's
speak.
still open.
Okay, great.
It's going to be closing off on the 12th of July. And of course, our business Creative Tank competition is on the 15th of August at the Shore Park Cultural Complex.
Okay, and sometimes, when we are applying for these things, we need that extra assistance. Let's say a young person, they want to apply, but they probably need that little guidance with the application process. Can they just come in and you all can assist them?
They can feel free to come in. Our team is there to help. No need to fear, as I mentioned before. Come in, we will assist you. And go through the process with you.
And this is the Business Development Unit, right?
Yes.
So located...
We are on the second floor of the Victor E. Bruce Financial Complex. That's right next to the market. So come in and we'll be happy to assist those who may not really have the opportunity to apply online.
Okay, Ms. Connor, so we're going to take a quick break and we'll come back just to wrap up the interview. We're going to chat a bit more. So viewers, stick with us. Very, very interesting segment. We're going to take a quick break. Just remember to share the live, share the live, share the live. And we are back talking all things Tobago Creative Tank. And I'm joined by Miss Kaffye Connor. Now, Miss Connor, Giovanni Thomas would have won last year, and his business idea, let's first talk about Tobago. When you think about Tobago or marine life and or waters, they are like our tourists, like they bring our tourism, they boost our tourism, and his business idea centered around that a bit. Tell us a bit more like what caught the attention of the judges to really, name him as the winner, because his business is doing extremely well. You see trending regularly on social media. His business captures Tobago's nuances. What was the thought process behind that when Giovanni came with his business idea?
It was because it was from a young person. It was fresh, and we really loved it. And I think it's because how he would have pitched it. It was really exciting. And if you go onto our Facebook page, you would see Giovanni giving us one of his testimonial about how exciting he was and how privileged he was to be part of the creative tank. So he took it and he ran with it, and he was successful.
Okay, that's excellent. And out of the 18, only 8 will be selected, and it makes me think about the other 10. Can we see in the future probably winners like Giovanni Thomas? He could probably come and advise and mentor the 10 finalists who weren't successful to reach on to the next phase, to give them the guidance that they need so that they don't feel discouraged, so that the next time you all have this cycle, they will be in the final 8. Can we see something like that happening in the future?
Most definitely. We've also had discussions about having programs so that those who do not make it to the finals would also be part of that program where they can be trained, they can learn more in entrepreneurship and further their businesses.
Okay, that's really great. That's really great. Because sometimes as young people, like I said earlier, we need the programs. We need these forums where we can get trainings. I think as young people, we have this raw talent. But when you come and you have these professionals who could say, okay, this is what I went through, this is how you should do it, so that if you want to achieve that success, we can help you. I think programs are very effective. I think programs are necessary so that we're not just subjected to this 1 week thing where just going for, you can boom, you're gone. When we have that continued checking in, that continued training, I think it's a really great initiative. So, Miss Connor, we are reaching the end of the interview. I want you to just, take this time out for anybody who would like to thank at this moment for bringing this initiative this far.
So, of course, we'd like to thank the Division of Communication and the Division of Finance, Trade and the Economy, the Procurement Division as well, the Office of the Chief Sec, Communications, and of course, the Business Development Unit team for putting on yet another event like this. This is our 4th edition, and we will be doing and reaching in the future, maybe Trinidad, because a lot of persons are calling in and wanting to know, well, why is this not offered to Trinidadians? One of the criterias is that you must be from Tobago, and you must be living in Tobago, a resident of Tobago, for more than 3 years. Another criteria as well is that you must not be a previous competitor. But a lot of persons from Trinidad have been calling and asking to be part of this event. So,
nice.
Yes, so that is one of the things that we want to consider for our next edition, to include young entrepreneurs or persons from Trinidad.
And contact information, how can we reach out to you?
So the contact information, 639-4412, extension 53203 to 10. And please, I want to encourage young entrepreneurs. This is your opportunity. We want to see you. We want your businesses to be visible. So come out, go on the Facebook page, go on our Instagram page, fill out the registration form, apply, please. We want you. We do not want you to think, again, as I said before, that you have to be part of a private or public sector. You can be successful entrepreneurs. And we want to see you. You can be self-sufficient.
All right, that's amazing. So, Miss Connor, before we go, Facebook page, what's the name of the Facebook page? Because I know you have the divisions page and then you have the BDUs page. Can they go to both to get the information?
They can. They can just type in the Business Development Unit, and of course, it comes up and apply. You'll see our past winners as well, and persons really endorsing the Tobago Creative Tank.
Okay, great. So for those potential competitors, if you want that overview of what this competition is all about, you could visit their Facebook page, BDU. You'll start seeing testimonials. You just get an insight to what this competition is all about. And please do not feel discouraged. This competition just might be the determining factor to take you from the next level to the next. So I think that we're gonna wrap up now. So Miss Connor, it's always a pleasure when our guests are here to wrap up with us. So I want to thank you once again for joining us. Viewers, that was the Tobago Updates morning show here live from the Port Mall at Tobago. Just stay tuned on our pages. We have some interesting updates for you all. So just remember to share the live, and thank you so much for joining us this morning.